Welcome to Life on the Watercress Line. In this series we follow the activities of the line throughout the year. We go behind the scenes and see all aspects of the operation.
Christmas is over. It's cold, it's crisp. Servicemen are returning to their duties. Others who've been on duty over Christmas are now coming for a spot of leave. Welcome to Christmas Leave on the Watercress Line, Part 2. But it is a lovely day, and the few people here at Ropley are stood in front of the fire in the booking office hall. Lovely coal fire warming them. Still a bit of mist from this morning, and we can see the contrails of a few fighters above us. I'm not sure if they're in action or whether they're just training flights. Someone's turned the wireless on. It's nice to be able to get a bit of music. Ropley Station is looking very Christmassy with lots and lots of coloured lights up. I do hope that they turn them off in time for the blackout tonight. Otherwise, of course, they'd be in trouble for guiding enemy bombers to the area. There are people already on the station waiting for the next train, which is in about 40 minutes' time. But then, of course, you need to get here early, because the trains don't always run to the official timetable. Two land girls on the platform opposite eating their lunchtime sandwiches. I haven't seen any decent-looking bread for a long time, but then they're working on a farm. No doubt they've got everything to hand, with the farmer's wife making bread fresh every day. Can I ask you what you're doing on the station today, what your role is?
Oh, no, I'm just a visitor, just come along. I figured that I'd just wear a warden outfit because I didn't think there'd be many of them, and there's a lot of people put a lot of effort into their uniforms, so I think it's a bit unusual. So I've also seen De Gaulle today as well. He looks very good, very dapper.
I saw him, yes, he looked really impressive.
Really good, very impressive, and he looks very, very in place as well, so that's quite nice. So I just walked because I thought it'd be a little bit different, and maybe fits in with the line, and quite an easy thing to put together. So yeah.
Have you come far today?
No, not very far at all. New Forest, so yeah, reasonably local. So,
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yeah.
I'm with some Russian soldiers who must be finding it quite warm compared to December at home.
It's very warm. It's very warm.
May I say so, your English is excellent.
I learned it from a book and a record. Yeah.
So you have a wind-up gramophone at home with a record of English?
I do indeed.
And how long have you been here?
We're waiting for the Moscow train, but they seem to be going to Alton and Alresford only.
I think you can get a connection at Alton to London.
Ah.
As I walk down the train, I've just passed a compartment full of RAF personnel. The next compartment has a couple with a very large dog. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We've had a lovely picnic on the train.
You've had a lovely picnic on the train. Well, that's good. I trust you've eaten it and you haven't given it all away to be eaten.
No, he was very, very calm underneath. We worked through right through to the mince pies from the wine at the beginning.
So you've used up all your ration
We
cards.
have, unfortunately, but we're waiting to get the next one stamped.
I will leave you to it. Thank you very much. This train is nice and full of people. We've got children running up and down the aisles with their identity cards in their school uniforms as we make our way from Ropley down back into Alresford. The armed forces represented on this train are truly international. We've got Russians, we've got Americans, we've got our own boys, and there's a senior French officer travelling with us. I have to say, the senior French officer has the most magnificent uniform. I'm here with Jeremy, who's enjoying a beer and some bootleg tomatoes, probably. And the amount of food on the table on the other side is amazing. Must be grown in a very good greenhouse. Jeremy, why are you here today?
I'm a keen steam rail enthusiast, and my sister-in-law lives in Alresford, so we come often. But the main reason is young Sophia here, who is my niece, loves steam trains, so I take her on them all the time.
So where else do you go for steam trains?
Rovos in South Africa, all over. Sri Lanka next year, and we go on the Steam Dreams specials. So we recently went to Sherborne for the carols.
Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
So Sophia, the steam enthusiast of the family, is going to say a few words.
I love going on this train trip with Dan, and it's always really fun. And sometimes I see Santa. When I was 4, I saw him and he gave me a teddy cat.
How very nice. And now you're about to have your lunch.
Yes.
Have you got champagne in that juice, or...?
It's passion fruit and orange.
Well, have a lovely time and a lovely rest of the day, and it's been lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
We've got a singer here on the platform at Alresford, entertaining the troops and everybody else who's travelling today. Certainly adding to the atmosphere here at the station. I'm here with Stephanie Bell, who's been entertaining everybody on the platform here at Alresford this afternoon. Stephanie, it's a cold day. Aren't you getting cold?
It's very chilly, but everyone's great spirits and the atmosphere is keeping us all warmed up together. It's fantastic.
And the sun's out.
It is. It's lovely. It's actually bright and shining, an end to a beautiful day, really.
So what time did you start today?
I've been here since 10:30 singing, on and off, as the trains come in and then as they depart as well. So, yeah, it's been great.
Have you done this before?
I have, yes. I've been singing for, over 20 years now. But the 1940s, the wartime era, is actually quite new to me to sing. It's a dream of mine that I've always wanted to do. So finally have started it from summer of this year, and is progressing from there. And it's a true love of mine, the music of that era, and it just captures, I think, the music of that era, that captures that complete, what everyone was going through, and hard times, sad times, but also uplifting times as well, with a lot of the song lyrics and the songs that I sing.
Well, that's very interesting to hear. So you haven't done one of these events with the Watercress Line before?
No, the Watercress Line is very new to me to sing here, and it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm back again in the summer for War on the Line, which I can't wait for. It's new for me to sing here. It's been an absolute pleasure.
And what do you do normally?
Normally, I sing with different bands. I sing 80s and 70s, and as I say, this is new for me to start with, so I'm hoping to go forward and sing more 1940s and do shows like the Watercress Lines or air shows, that kind of thing.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And your singing has been magnificent.
Oh, bless you. Thank you very much.
I'm trying to persuade a policeman not to arrest me. He appears to be on lend-lease from the Worcestershire Constabulary. Sir!
Yeah.
Or is it officer?
Officer. I prefer officer. It makes me sound more important. We've come down from Worcestershire for the day. We do reenacting for civil defence, and my partner does timber corps and the Women's Land Army. I do the constabulary and ARP as well. And we do between about 10 to 15 events each year across the country. We do Christchurch Tramway Museum, we do the Severn Valley Railway, which is very close to where we're based, as well as a series of other events. And this is our first time for Christmas leave, so we'd have seen the event last year, but unfortunately the weather was not quite up to travelling such a long distance, so we decided to come down this year and thoroughly enjoying it so far.
So have you just been here today, or were you here yesterday as well?
No, we're just here for the day. Boxing Day was Boxing Day for us. We had family at home, so we wanted to spend that one at home, getting over a Christmas Day hangover as well. But It's a nice, friendly event. We're impressed with the proportion of reenactors to ordinary people who have come to visit. It's nice to see so many people in uniform. It's just calm, friendly. You can get a seat on the train. It's brilliant so far.
Have you ever been to the Watercress Line before, or is this a first?
It's a first for all of us, I think, pretty much. But I don't think any of us have been here before.
They told you that in the summer there's the War on the Line weekend?
We were discussing that earlier. It was something we want to try out this year, yes. Or next year, 2019.
Well, if you want to get a flavour of it, you can listen to last year's on the podcast. Whilst the train is stationary here at Alresford, plenty of people chatting up and down the platform. There's also a very shady salesman on the platform trying to sell women's undergarments. Are you an official seller, sir? Have you got a licence to sell? Good afternoon.
I don't see a policeman's hat on you, sir.
I'm not a policeman.
Be on your way then.
Well, I was just wondering whether those all meet the current 1940s safety standards.
Sure. Everything was made in 1939.
Ah, well then you're probably all right then. Thank you. I caught up with Colin Fuller and he told me how Christmas Leave came about.
But I did invent something called Christmas Leave, which was entirely my creature, and I ran that for, I think they said I ran it for something like 10 or 12 years. And that was a 40s event, not with stands and things, because at Christmas there's a very short daylight period. So what I worked out was that between the end of the summer and around Easter, all the reenactors had nothing to do, and they'd all got heavy winter coats, and the girls had lovely winter coats as well. And so I decided to try and get interest in having something here on the 26th, 27th, or that sort of period of December, and it sort of took off. We now do it on the 26th, 27th, and we attract people from all over, not just the UK, but from overseas. There's one chap who comes over from Australia, especially, each year when he can, and we've got one couple who, although they're family people, they travel to Alresford on Christmas Day, so they're here on the 26th for the start. And it's really a get-together of reenactors, and the visitors can see troops moving up and down the line, and again, a lot of music, bit of dancing if the weather's not too bad. And we put on one or two little stunts as well. And that is now run by the Alresford people. Again, if they want me to do anything, I'm only too happy to help.
This podcast is published by the Mr. T Podcast Studio.